Constipation can happen to anyone, even in babies and kids. If you are stuck trying to figure out how to help your child with constipation, this video is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Eileen Shi, a board-certified holistic pediatrician who works with thousands of parents like you who want natural and holistic remedies to solve their children's health issues by addressing the root of the problem. So if that sounds like you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. As a pediatrician, I talk about constipation with families almost every day. Yes, it is that common. In fact, it is one of the most common concerns that parents have when they bring their children in. Constipation in children is sort of like an age-sensitive topic, and that means depending on the age, what causes constipation and what can actually help treat constipation differs. So we're going to talk about constipation in babies and young children, and in this video, I'm going to break it down specifically by age and talk about constipation in kids under 3 years of age and babies. What is constipation? Constipation is defined as infrequent bowel movements that are characterized by hard, dry stools that may or may not be accompanied by pain or discomfort. Constipation in babies and young children can present as a change in frequency, such as from pooping every day to pooping every 2 to 3 days, a change in consistency, like having soft stools to really hard pebble-like stools, a decrease in appetite, like refusing to drink milk or eat as much as he normally would. Or number 4, strange flatulence, which is having more gas throughout the day or night and showing some kind of discomfort. In a baby's first year, their bowel movements can go from multiple bowel movements a day to only one every few days. This is especially true in breastfed babies who normally can have poop 3 to 5 times a day in the first 2 to 3 months, but as their intestines develop and mature, they can absorb more of the nutrients in breast milk and in turn have fewer bowel movements as in every few days. This often stresses parents out because their babies used to be pooping so much and now they're only pooping every few days. But as long as their baby continues to feed well, show no signs of symptoms of discomfort, and when they do poop, the poops are soft, I would say that these are all reassuring signs that their baby is doing well. Some babies in their first months of life can strain and turn red in the face when they're trying to poop. That is pretty common, believe it or not, because they are simply trying to learn how to coordinate and sync their rectal muscles with their bowel movements. To help them get into the best position for pooping, you can try by bicycling their legs or gently moving their knees up to their belly as you see in these diagrams. So then, what causes babies to get constipated in their first year? This generally happens around the time we introduce solid foods like purees and table foods around 6 months of age. And that is because this change in their diet requires more water and time to help digest the sturdier textures of these foods. Again, good general rule of thumb is to offer 1 to 2 ounces of water every meal, about 2 to 3 times a day. In the baby's first year, water is recommended as a supplement starting at 6 months of life, which means water should supplement food intake, but never meant to replace breast milk or formula. I also want to mention, for formula-fed babies, constipation can be a sign that the formula is made too thick, as in not mixing it with an appropriate amount of water. So if you're preparing your baby's formula in a bottle, the best practice is to add the water to the volume indicated first before filling it with the desired scoops of formula powder. Okay, now that we've covered the first year of life, what about toddlers who get constipated? To get to the root of constipation in young children, we have to look at their diet and daily routine. And here's why. Diet is a big culprit for constipation, but it is also modifiable. Now, I get it. As a parent, I know that feeding young children can be a challenge, especially when they have an opinion of their own. Oftentimes, our children are eating too much processed foods and not enough whole grains and high fiber foods like vegetables and fruits. Fiber is found in stocky vegetables, some fruits and nuts, whole grains, and beans. And what these foods do is that they help create a bulky stool that helps then stimulate gut motility and healthy gut microbiome, which are the bacteria that aid in digestion and minimizes the inflammation in the body. By having too much processed foods, which are easily accessible to us, unfortunately, by convenience and time restraints, young children are often not getting enough nutrients and fiber that they need to sustain healthy bowel movements. Also, water intake is crucial, just as it is for infants eating solid foods. Water gets absorbed into the large intestine to help soften the stools and help pass along the digestive tract. By the way, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified of future content just like this. Lastly, having too much milk or dairy can be constipating. For many people, milk can be a binding agent that makes food byproducts sticky and hard to pass along the gastrointestinal tract. Bananas are also known as binding agent that can be constipating. So try backing down on the amount of milk and bananas in your child's diet if they are experiencing constipation. Aside from diet, the other big culprit for constipation is any change in your child's daily routine. These changes may be obvious, like starting a new school year, going on family vacations where your routines are off. And some of these changes, though, may be a little bit more subtle, like a change in a parent's work schedule or having extended families visiting or staying with you. The key is that any changes to your child's daily routine can set off some stress in the body and resistance to poop. Try establishing a daily routine as much as possible and make time for your child to poop, especially if they are starting to potty train. If you stuck around this far, I'd love to hear what you found helpful for relieving your child's constipation. There are some probiotic strains with good evidence supporting their role in gut health. I have another video specifically on probiotics that can help with constipation. So if you are wanting to explore more on supplements that can help with constipation, make sure to check that out. Constipation in babies and young children is common. In young babies transitioning from new foods, it is important to offer some fruits and water to their diet every day. If your baby is constipated and is on formula milk, be sure to mix in formula powders after adding in the water first. For toddlers and young children, a high fiber diet with adequate water intake and a consistent daily routine are key to preventing constipation. Now, if your child is struggling with constipation over several weeks' time, having a conversation with your pediatrician may help you find a curated solution. I wish treating one's constipation is as easy as taking a supplement or just simply drinking more water, but honestly, it is often a combination of doing several things consistently over time. In our Las Vegas-based practice, me and my team work with families one-on-one, offering concierge individualized care to each patient holistically, minimizing the unnecessary pharmaceuticals and treating the root cause. And to learn more about how you can work with us, click on Become a Member and fill out the information so that we can schedule a time to chat. Thank you all for watching. See you next time as we navigate the world of holistic pediatric medicine.